All aboard!
Hi guys, Mark here, MMR Trains and More. Thanks for stopping back. I'd like to share on a topic, the NMRA. And I know it's a group that gets certainly indifference. Why would I want to belong to such a group? They don't do anything, it's a waste of money, this type of stuff. Really, I've never looked at it that way. It's been a great benefit to me through the years. I joined in the very early 90s. I became aware of the group in my high school days back in the early 80s. I'd entered a model of a Fairbanks Morris Milwaukee Road locomotive I was quite proud of as a 16-year-old. And of course, put it up against some of our veteran modelers from this area and had my lunch handed to me, so to speak. Now at that point, you could say the heck with it, I'm not interested, it's rigged. Why is their model better than mine? Look at all the work I put into it, whatever. That's one way to go, and those are the people that usually don't belong to the NMRA. In any aspect of life, you have to be ready for constructive criticism, and I have always looked at NMRA judging as constructive criticism, because the people that I dealt with, one in particular, Dave Allen, who's passed away now, he'd look at the model along with a couple other guys, and he was the chairman. And so he would look at it, and when you went to pick up the model at the end, he would explain what the judges looked at, what he found, and not just tell you, well, that's not good or that's bad. He'd also tell you how you could do it better. And he'd show some examples of it in various clinics. And he'd always bring a few of his own models along, not to brag, but to show modeling at that higher level. You have to go in with the right attitude, just like most things in life. Sports being a prime example. I earned my MMR in 2010, so my journey, as they like to say, I suppose, was about 2 decades long to get that award, and I worked tirelessly at it. It's not just model building, it's obviously understanding scenery, understanding the way trains operate, coming up with a timetable, train chart, train graph, all of this kind of stuff that nowadays, of course, isn't really a popular item anymore with a lot of model railroads, but it was part of the program back then, and likely still is. I must admit that since earning the award and coming off my term as division superintendent about 2012, 2013, I kind of stepped way back. I took on an editorship of the historical society I belong to, and that coming up with a magazine every 90 days as an amateur took everything I had, and it still takes most of my energy. So the idea of building models for contests hasn't really been on the front burner, for me at least, for at least 15 years now. But there's a lot to be gained by the program. So I hope, if nothing else, if you belong to the NMRA, you see this aspect of it and get involved in it. If you don't belong to the NMRA, I would consider, if I were the person that doesn't belong, I would consider checking it out. And if it's not for you, well, that's understandable. Dues have gone up, nothing is inexpensive anymore. Do you get your dues worth out of it? Well, just like any other organization, you get out of it what you put into it. And if you're involved in it, you're going to say that, I don't care if it's $100 a year, it's well worth it to me. Anyways, just a few personal thoughts today on that. We'll dive into historical societies later on at some other video. We will see you next time with something a little meatier about a model or a structure or some aspect of operations here on the Sioux Line Stevens Point Division and Manitowoc Branch. Now, if you would be so kind to subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll see you down the rails.